Okay, so we are 2 weeks post Chicago Marathon, where I ran my latest marathon PB. Have been taking the last few weeks really steady and focusing on recovery, but this week going to be ramping things up slightly. So my legs feel ready for it, I feel well recovered, so I'm going to be bringing in a little bit of speed and continuing to build that mileage up. Today we have got easy miles on the cards, so I will be going out and doing a few solo miles and then come back and pick you up, Riggsy, and we'll run a few miles together. This morning we are going to go out for a little walk, aren't we, mate? Ease? Yes, well, thank you. Probably get a coffee en route, and then I'm working today, so yeah, easy miles will be this evening, and I'll share a little bit more throughout the video around my running background, my history, and yeah, what the plans are next. Good boy, Riggs. Okay, morning walkies is done. I found a coffee en route. So yeah, working today. Tempted to see if I can fit in the easy miles at lunch, but it's 5 miles, so that's probably not going to be realistic. So that means that we're probably looking, as I said, to a post-work run. So I'm going to crack on, and yeah, we will catch you then for some nice easy miles. Here we are, easy miles. Haven't managed to work out how to put the little stand onto the GoPro. So I'm literally holding it with my arm, so apologies if this is a terrible angle. So yeah, out doing my easy miles, about 1.5 miles in, between 10.5 and 11.5 minute miles at the moment. Trying to keep the heart rate down. It's jumped up a little bit now I've started talking, but I thought I'd attempt to, while running, give a really brief history of my running and what's next. I've been running about 10 years. For the first maybe 7 or 8 years, did quite a few half marathons and had different sort of focuses and targets, but I'd say I was having good but mediocre progress. Had to stop there to safely cross the road. So to give you a little bit of an example, I ran my first half marathon in just over 2 hours, and I went from not running at all to running that half marathon in the space of a few months. But it then took me over 7 years to break 2 hours. I just got into that rut of doing the same type of training, never challenged myself and never really progressed. So the last 2 to 3 years I've really tried to change that, learn more about training, actually have a look at joining a club, doing a little bit of proper coaching. Lo and behold, the science works, and I seem to be getting a little bit quicker. Ran a couple of marathons. My most recent one, as I said, was Chicago, and I ran a 3:56 with a really pretty poor training block. I was injured for quite a significant amount of time. I have a place in London Marathon next year, so the focus is continuing the rebuild and trying to actually reach my potential. Combined with that, I've also got a few other things lined up that I signed up for before I had the London Marathon placed. So I'm doing a backyard ultra in March. Not sure how conducive that is for marathon training, so I might skip that one, but we'll see how we go. And I've got a few 5Ks and a few 10Ks as well. So yeah, seeing as I managed to somehow achieve my sub-4 marathon dream in Chicago with a pretty poor training log, I'm really keen to see what I can hopefully achieve with the training for London 2024. So yeah, follow me for the journey and let's see if I can finally manage to get through a marathon training log without getting injured. GoPro died. Just doing a little walk to lower the heart rate slightly. It's a little bit higher than I'd like it to be for easy miles. So I was saying I had acquired a ginger doggo for the rest of the run. We have done 1 mile together so far. I've been running with Riggs since he was 1 year old, since it was kind of safe to start. It's been on and off. He is notorious for injuries and ailments, which means that his running career has been a little bit up and down. He's had a few months off this summer. So I'm slowly getting him back into it, which means that he's happy just plodding along with me at an easy pace. So yeah, let my heart rate go down a little bit. Where has he gone? Another mile to go back, and then we should get back before it gets too dark. But yeah, one more mile to go. Let's do this. Okay, easy miles are done. So 5 miles, it was just over 53 minutes. So average 10:35 minute mile pace. Legs felt good, nice to go out and get some fresh air, and Riggs enjoyed the few miles that he came with me as well. So that is us for today. Plan for tomorrow is probably my first very, very gentle strength session. So we'll catch you then. So it is Tuesday afternoon, and I'm going to attempt my first bit of post-marathon strength training. So I've done nothing strength-wise since the marathon 2 weeks ago, and I also did a strength taper, so it means I've not done anything in the gym for a good few weeks now. As you can see, this isn't a commercial gym, this is my garage, but we've got quite a bit of kit in here. I'll give you a proper tour if you're interested and show you what we've got. I'll maybe hoover a little bit and tidy before then, so I'll do that in a few weeks. But yeah, plan for today is nothing special. I just want to see how the body feels, basically. So I'm going to do a little bit of stretching to begin with, and then just some really simple bodyweight exercises, maybe some stuff with some dumbbells, not very technical, with the aim to slowly build back up again and build the strength training in properly over the next few weeks. We'll check in with you after and see how it goes. So strength session is done, just over half an hour. Legs actually felt surprisingly good, which was a good tick. So the plan will be from next week to properly rebuild that strength back into the routine. Leading up to the marathon, I was doing 3 good sessions a week, and it really helped to support the rebuild from my injury, and hopefully it'll avoid me having any other issues in the future. Fingers crossed. I'm heading to London tomorrow for work, so I'm going to be doing an interval run at some point in the day. I will catch you tomorrow in London. Here we are, arrived safely in London. I'm staying in this Premier Inn hub, which is basically like a smaller, more compact, and I'm going to say more modern version of a Premier Inn. I've stayed in one once before the London Landmarks half marathon this year. I'm going to be heading out shortly for my afternoon miles. I've got a 6 mile run on plan. It's an interval session, so I've got some 200-metre intervals, kind of strides within that. I'll put my workout up on the screen so that you can see the plan. Before that, I'll do a little room tour and pack my bags because I can't go anywhere without unpacking my bag. And then head out for some fresh air and get the miles in. So I will catch you in a bit. Okay, I've got about half a mile left of my warm-up. It's beautiful, but it is so busy. I forget that at home I'm so used to just running on the streets and country lanes. I basically just ran down Horseguard Road, and do you ever get that feeling that you are literally the only person going in one direction? Everyone else was going against me, but hey, that's what you get when you run near Buckingham Palace in London. Yeah, so nearly warm-up done. I'm going to go around and do my intervals. I'm just around Hyde Park now. It's a little bit quieter up here, so I think I'll be a little bit better for a bit of speed work. But yeah, it's beautiful. When I checked into my hotel, it's quite cloudy and dark, and my hotel room doesn't have a window, so I presumed it was going to be the same. I came back out and it's glorious sunshine, so I've left my sunglasses, so I'm struggling to see a little bit, but yeah, it's really nice. Right, interval time. Intervals are done. Guess who misread the training plan for today and thought it was 8 intervals? It was actually 8 intervals times 2. But it was a really great session. First bit of speed that I've done properly since Chicago a few weeks ago. Felt great today, really enjoyed it. Interested to see how the legs feel tomorrow. I'm going to wrap things up here because I'm heading to Amsterdam this weekend. My next run will be when I'm there, so I'll finish things up here and I'll catch you in the next video. Probably going to do Amsterdam Park run or a long one, so I will catch you then.